Are you the kind of person who cannot accept things easily? You grow up with so many questions inside your head, like why certain things happen? How can God let it happen? What does God think about this and that? Is it God who really do this? Why should I do this and avoid that? And so on. It is not easy to have such a lot of questions inside your head and just ignore it, right? And oftentimes you carry this burden of not being able to decide what's best to do. Because before you do something, you have to deal with the questions inside your head first about that action. And you can only make your move after you understand what you're going to do. You always have the need to understand things, and you won't stop seeking for reasons. If you often feel that way, I'm going to introduce you to a prophet that you might relate, Havakkuk. As a prophet, Havakkuk has a very interesting personality. We can find the records of his work in the book of Havakkuk. And what he did exactly? Nothing except arguing with God and create a song of prayer. Well, the song is in fact the most beautiful one in the Bible compared to other prophets such as Isaiah or Jeremiah, Elijah or Elisha that you've known before. Habakkuk's work seemed to be far more simple. In fact, it was not. Other prophets tend to be called to do the work which fit their belief and their understanding about God. They didn't need to change their point of view. They got inside, they believe God rules and has power beyond everything, and they did what they had to do. However, Habakkuk had a conflict inside his mind when God gave him insight. He was a very mindful prophet who believed that God is love and holy and that God is merciful and would not get his hand dirty punishing the wicked. Yes, indeed, he got the point. But God wanted him to write down all of the punishment that he had prepared for those who were unrighteous. It was such a difficult work for him because he wasn't asked to fight against anybody but himself. Yet, what eventually came out of him? A beautiful song of prayer. Though the fig trees does not blossom, and no fruit is on the vines, though the produce of olive fails, and the fields yield no food, though the flock is cut off from the fold, and there is no herd in the stalls, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. If you are a person with thousands of questions inside your mind, and you don't mind arguing with anyone because you always want to understand things, never have hesitation that you too are called to do God's work in your life. Honestly, I also feel related to this kind of personality. I ask a lot of questions in my prayers. Only those who've changed their mind can change people and change the world. You might not be called to do miracles or fight against oppressors at the first place, but you are called to change people's mind with your writing and thoughts. Give them new perspectives, broaden their horizon, and keep letting God lead your way to make you understand.